Welcome, Radiant Soul. You've arrived at one of the most sacred thresholds the year offers. This activation holds the energies of Ostara, the spring equinox, the exact moment when the world holds itself in perfect balance. Equal dark, equal light. The axis of the world pauses just for a breath before it tips. And this year, Mercury stations direct at the exact same time. Now, the world that has been processing, reviewing, and refining in the quiet of the retrograde is now ready to move forward. The fog is lifting, the path is clearing, and the messenger is returning. This activation is not about the season outside of you, though. It's about the season within. 2 days before the equinox, you planted something at the new moon. A seed, an intention, a quiet yes whispered in the dark. Now the equinox light comes to meet that seed, and we are here to let it. This is not a simple guided meditation. This is a Reiki activation, a transmission of emergence codes, equinox light, and the living current of Araya. You may feel warmth or tingling, emotions moving through, or even a deep sense of something loosening. You may see colors or symbols, or simply feel held. Whatever arrives is exactly right for you. You will receive exactly what your soul is ready for, no more and no less. And each time you return to this activation, it will meet you at a new place within you. So if you're open to receiving, to letting the light tip the scale within you, simply say yes in your mind's eye now. Beautiful. Go ahead and find your comfort now. Seated or lying down, whatever feels most supportive. Let your body be held by whatever is beneath you. Let your shoulders drop and allow your jaw to just soften. When you're ready, gently close your eyes. Before we step into the light of what's coming, let's honor first what was. Take a slow breath in through your nose. And a long, slow exhale through your mouth. Let the exhale be a little longer than that inhale. Again, breathe in. And breathe out slowly, completely. One more time. Breathe in. And release. Begin now to bring your awareness into your physical body. Not into your thoughts, not into what needs to happen after this, into the body itself. Notice where there's still heaviness, where something feels held or contracted or tired in a way that goes deeper than sleep. Winter asked a lot of us. It asked us to turn inward, to slow down, to sit with what we couldn't yet see clearly. And when the retrograde arrived and asked for more stillness, more reviewing, more patience, more trust that something was being refined even when nothing seemed to be moving, your body held all of that. Your nervous system has been carrying the weight of the contracted season. And before we step forward, we honor that. We acknowledge it and we let it be seen. Now I want you to breathe something in. Not an idea, but a felt sense. Your body already knows spring is here. Not because you decided to believe it, because it is encoded within you. The same way it's encoded in the sap rising in the trees, in the bulbs pushing through the cold soil, in the birds who feel the light shifting and just know, without anyone telling them, that it's time. You are a seasonal being, and your body is already beginning to remember. As I channel Reiki into your root and sacral centers now, let it move like warmth, returning to cold ground, like the first thaw. Not dramatic, just softer, a little less braced, a little more willing. You don't need to manufacture hope. You don't need to convince yourself that things are shifting. Your body already knows. So let it lead. The field is softening now, and the body is beginning to remember. You feel it, right? And we don't walk this threshold alone. With your permission, I invite the allies of this equinox threshold to enter the space now. First, we call in Ostara, goddess of the spring threshold, keeper of the cracking egg, bringer of the first true warmth. You stand at the tipping point between dark and light. Walk with us now. Help us feel the moment the scale moves. We welcome Archangel Raphael, healer of the body, soother of the nervous system, emerald light that clears the residue of winter from every cell. Flow through this field now, restore what was depleted, and soften what was braced. We call in Archangel Jophiel, angel of beauty and divine vision. Clear the fog from the inner eye and help us see with fresh clarity what is now becoming possible. Help us recognize the beauty of what is already blooming. We honor Gaia, the living body of the earth herself, already in full equinox activation beneath our feet. Root us in the certainty of this season. Let the intelligence of the turning year move through us. We call in Archangel Zadkiel, guardian of the violet flame, master of transmutation and grace. Stand ready within this field. When the moment comes to clear what the old season left behind, let your violet fire move gently and completely through every thread that is ready to be released. And with deep reverence, we welcome the Oversoul of Araya, the golden current of sacred support and divine flow. You who have always been here, now rising more fully as the light returns, flow freely through this field now. You are surrounded. You are held and you are seen. The threshold is open, so let's step through. There is a moment that happens only twice a year, a moment when the earth pauses, when day and night are exactly, precisely equal, when neither the dark nor the light holds more weight than the other. That moment is now. Feel into that. Equal dark, equal light. The world in perfect balance, not as a permanent state, but as a sacred pause before the tipping. And I want to ask you something gently. How long have you been standing at your own threshold? Half in the old story, half in the new one. 1 foot in who you were, 1 foot reaching toward who you're becoming. Part of you still holding the old season's weight, and part of you already feeling the warmth of what's next. This is not a failure. This has been necessary. The soul needed to stand in both worlds long enough to know with full clarity from the inside out which world it was choosing. The Mercury retrograde gave you weeks of inner processing. Winter gave you months of turning inward. The new moon gave you the seed of what is next. And today the equinox asks, are you ready to tip? I'm sending Reiki into your heart and solar plexus now, the centers of courage, choice, and sovereign knowing. And as it flows, bring your awareness to anything that still belongs to the old season. The mental loops that Mercury retrograde kept circling back to. The old story that was being reviewed even when you were tired of reviewing it. The survival patterns, the hustle conditioning, the quiet voice that said, not yet, not safe, not enough. You don't need to analyze any of it. You don't need to understand where it came from. You only need to acknowledge it and let it be met. The violet flame is moving now, not with force, but with grace, threading through every loop that needs to be released, every cord to systems, stories, and seasons that are complete. Mercury going direct brings the final gift of this retrograde: clarity. Not the forced kind, not the kind you had to chase, the kind that arrives when the processing is done. Feel that in your mind now. The subtle clearing, like a window that has been fogged slowly, becoming transparent again. The path forward is becoming visible. Can you see it? And now, with your next breath, feel the light beginning to outweigh the dark. Not because the dark was wrong, not because the winter was a mistake, but because your season has shifted. Because the scale, your inner scale, is tipping now. Let that happen. Don't hold the balance, let it tip. Good. And now, repeat this silently or aloud. I have crossed the threshold. I am on the side of the light now. And now, the light does what the light has always done. It finds the seed planted in the new moon. Bring your awareness now into your chest or somewhere in the body that feels like the center of you. Your heart, your belly, somewhere in between. And let yourself feel what has been waiting there. The seed that was planted at the new moon, the intention, the vision, the quiet yes that you whispered into the dark. The thing your soul knows is trying to emerge right now, even if your mind hasn't fully named it yet. Don't try to define it, just feel it. A warmth, a pressure, a quiet aliveness. Here is what a seed does not do. It does not force itself open. It does not strain toward the light. It does not hustle its way into bloom. It surrenders to the warmth. And in that surrender, something that was always inside it begins to move. This is the Araya truth that lives at the center of this season. You do not push your way into your next chapter. You soften into it. The light does the rest. I am channeling dawn codes into your field now. Emergence frequencies, spring light, the specific transmission of Ostara's cracking egg. You may sense warmth moving through your chest, a tingling in your hands or face, a softening somewhere that has been held. You may see colors, gold, rose, pale green, or the colors of first light. You may simply feel more spacious, more possible, more like yourself. Whatever arrives, receive it. These are your personal emergence codes. They are keyed to you in this season, to this exact moment of your becoming. Now, I want you to invite home any parts of you that have been in dormancy. The creative gifts that went quiet in the winter. The intuitive knowing that was muffled during the retrograde. The courageous, visible, radiant version of you that knew to wait. And now it's being told, it's time. Call them back. See them as golden points of light returning to the center of you. Each one finding you safe, finding you ready, finding you right here in this present moment. And now, somewhere in the horizon of your inner vision, see a version of you. Not a future version, not a someday you, a remembered you. A you that has always existed beneath the conditioning, beneath the survival patterning, beneath the winter. They are already living in what has been seeded. They move differently. There's no bracing in their body, no monitoring for enough, no holding back to see if it's safe. They are simply blooming. Naturally, in season. See them clearly. Notice the ease in their shoulders, the light in their eyes, the way they receive without contraction. When you're ready, step toward them. And when you arrive, step into them. Let their breath become your breath. Let their ease settle into your nervous system. And let their knowing become your knowing. Now repeat this silently or aloud and let your body receive it as truth, not aspiration. I do not push my way into bloom. I surrender into it. The light does the rest. The emergence codes have landed. The threshold has been crossed, and now we bring it all the way down. Not floating above your life, but in it, rooted in it, carrying these codes forward in your actual body, your breath, your day-to-day choices. I am channeling grounding Reiki now, down through the heart, your solar plexus, your sacral, your root, your legs, and your feet. Let it move like warm golden light, flowing all the way down through you and into the earth. Visualize roots growing from the soles of your feet, not winter roots, braced and holding on, spring roots, open and drinking, rising sap, rising support, rising current moving up through the soil to meet you. These are your new season roots. They are anchored in what is true now, not what was true in the old cycle. Gaia herself is meeting you here, weaving the equinox codes deep into the earth beneath you, holding you in the certainty of this season, whispering in the language the body understands before the mind does. It is spring now. You are safe to grow. Archangel Raphael now moves through your entire field, sealing and balancing. Emerald light washes through your nervous system, releasing any residual tension from the retrograde, from the winter, from the long season of turning inward. Your body is safe now. The season has turned. The path is clear. Take a slow breath in now. And let it go completely. The dawn codes are not above you anymore. They are in you. In your roots, in your breath, in the rhythm of your heartbeat. They will continue transmitting long after this session closes. We offer deep gratitude now to Ostara, to Archangel Raphael, Archangel Jophiel, to Gaia, and to the Oversoul of Araya. Thank them in your own way, in whatever feels true. Begin to feel your fingers and toes. Wiggle them gently. Roll your shoulders. Take a deeper breath. And let a little sound come with the exhale if it feels right. Come back slowly, but know you are not the same as when you arrived. The scale has tipped, and you carry the light of it within you now. Before you return fully, I want to offer you 3 journal prompts to carry from this activation. You don't need to answer them now, just let them live within you and trust that the answers will arrive in the days ahead. The first is, what truth is ready to emerge now that the retrograde has been lifted? The second is, what seed did you plant at the new moon? And what does it need from you in order to bloom? The third is, where have you been standing at the threshold? And what does it feel like in your body to finally tip toward the light? Take one final breath with me now. Inhale the spring. Exhale the winter. And step forward as the soul who already has crossed the threshold. And if something in you recognized this current, if your body softened during this activation, or if something in your chest said yes to what emerged today, there is a place to go deeper. Return to Flow is a 21-day Araya initiation. It's not a course, it's a current. Wealth without struggle, support without striving, receiving as your natural rhythm. Not something you earn, but something you remember. The seed has cracked open here. The 21 days is where it learns to bloom. If your soul feels the hum, you'll find it at manifestdifferently.com/flow or in the link below. You don't have to decide from pressure. You only ever move from resonance. Until next time, keep trusting, keep evolving, keep manifesting differently.